Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Heinchel, bringing you another YouTube video here today, playing some Call of Duty Vanguard. And the gameplay you're going to be watching is, I think, Patrol. Yeah, 14v14 Patrol on Red Star, the worst map in the game. And I won't lie, I play pretty campy and slow in this game mode, or in this game. I think this was my first time trying out the M1 Garand. And that's just kind of how this map plays in general. This map is just way too big. Even for 14v14, people still tend to camp a lot, so it is what it is. So it just kind of showcases how this game truly plays. Anyway, for today's video, I just kind of wanted to ramble on for a few minutes about some of the things in the Vanguard beta from weekend 1 that I did not like, and I think definitely needs some adjusting. This isn't like a review per se. I don't feel that it's necessarily fair to review the beta just because of the hardware issues that I had while playing this game over the weekend. As you guys know, I made a video a few days ago. I played the beta on a PS4 Slim, and you can go watch the video if you want more details, but basically this game does not run good on PS4. I've had some people tell me that it ran just fine on their PS4, and to those people, hey, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. But from what I can see online, a majority of people using PS4 were having a lot of issues, myself included, and it definitely took a toll on my experience. So I don't feel that I got a legitimate, I can't form a legitimate opinion on the game because of the experience I had with the frame rates dropping and the graphics looking like shit. On PS5 and PC and the Series X, that's going to be, it's going to be a whole different feel. So I will be playing the beta all weekend long next weekend on my Xbox Series X. And so, yeah, after next weekend, I will be making a review of everything I thought was good and bad with the game. So today's not a review. I just kind of want to ramble on and talk about a few things because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm genuinely kind of worried about this game. I just want to touch on the maps for a second. I talked about the maps in my last video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But I really hope that at launch that we get some more maps that were actually made for 6v6, because it's very clear that when they made Gavutu and Red Star, Hotel Royale is actually a pretty good map. I actually enjoy it because it's small, it's fast-paced, it plays good with 6v6. The only complaint I really have about Hotel is in the middle of the map on the bottom section inside, there's like way too much clutter. That's the only thing I would really change about the map. Other than that, it's good, it's small, it's 3 lanes, I like it, so. But the other two maps, Red Star, I absolutely hate. Gavutu is okay. It really only plays good for 10v10 and what else do they have for Blitz? I think 14v14, or no, I'm sorry, 20v20. It really only plays good on those two modes. 6v6 is chalked on Gavutu and Red Star. Red Star only plays good for 24v24. It's very clear that when they made these maps, they did not have 6v6 in mind. I think they're really trying to push the Blitz game mode, which is something, I'm kind of worried about. Because don't get me wrong, Blitz is fun, but I prefer traditional 6v6. And I'm just kind of worried that, all these other maps that we're going to be getting at launch, I'm just kind of worried that they're going to cater those more towards Blitz and Assault for more bigger teams, like a ground war type thing. And, it's fine to have a mix of the two. I'm just worried that that's all we're going to get. I believe we have another map coming out for the beta next weekend called Eagle's Nest. So that map, from what I saw, it looks like a smaller map. Obviously, I won't be able to judge it properly until I get my hands on it, though. So hopefully that's a good 6v6 map. And then, obviously, we've already got confirmation that Dome and Castle from World at War are coming back. So as long as they keep those like true remasters and they don't alter them too much, I think we'll be just fine. So at the very least, we know we have at least 3 good 6v6 maps coming out with this game. And then, obviously, I hope they have more at launch, but like I said, I'm just kind of worried. But the maps aren't the only thing that kind of are contributing to the slow gameplay. I talked about this in a few videos before that beta came out, but they have a suppression system in Vanguard, and I've come to the conclusion that I do not like it whatsoever. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically when someone is shooting like around you, like shooting at you, but they're not actually hitting you. At least I think that's how it works. It slows you down. Like it's almost like you can't sprint. You know, it slows you down so much. So if you're running out, for example, you know, if you're running somewhere to a part of the map and someone's just, you know, camping, and they've got a good line of sight on you and they start shooting at you, it slows you down, and it makes it, I mean, so difficult, probably nearly impossible to be able to get to cover in time to have a chance of, you know, fighting back. So unless their aim is just horrible and you're able to outgun them, or you just get extremely lucky and you're already right next to a piece of cover, yeah, you're dying. You're not getting to that piece of cover in time. Honestly, I would be okay with it if it was just tied to a perk or a weapon perk, but having it as a default feature across all weapons and all players at all times, I just don't like it. I gave it a chance, and I personally think it needs to go, or it needs to be nerfed. One of the two. Also, another thing contributing to the slower gameplay, I feel, is the sprint out speed. On most of the guns feels way too slow, so hopefully they buff that and make it a little bit faster. I think that would really help out. I've talked about this many times, but I'm going to say it again. The minimap, we need to go back to a classic minimap. I know we have a perk for it, but I don't agree with it. I do not think that we should have to run a perk just to have the classic minimap back. I feel like the minimap is part of what contributed to the slow, campy gameplay in Modern Warfare 2019, and just in my opinion, I think it's going to do the same thing with this game. I will fight on this hill until I die or until they change it, but the Modern Warfare style minimap does not belong in Call of Duty. We need the classic minimap. We've had it for over 10 years. There's nothing wrong with it. No one's ever complained about it. I still don't understand the change. So yeah, bring the classic minimap back, please. And then one other thing I forgot to touch on in my last video was the audio in this game seems to be bugged for some reason, because like you can barely hear anything. Like even when people are right next to you firing an unsuppressed weapon, it almost sounds like it's muffled. I mean, you can barely hear it. I was having so much trouble actually hearing things in the game. The footsteps were really hard to hear too, like, you know, like I said, even when people were, you know, running up on me or like right next to me. And I'm not saying I want loud footsteps. I actually think loud footsteps are a bad thing. That was one of my main complaints with Modern Warfare. But I also don't think that they should be like dead silence level silent by default. Anyway, hopefully by next weekend, or, you know, at least by launch, they'll have the audio improved for us. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about for today's video. Like I said, I'm just genuinely kind of worried about this game and that it's going to turn out to be a slow and campy game, just like Modern Warfare was with some of the decisions that they are making. But hopefully they'll listen to the feedback. Hopefully they'll change some of these things around. And, you know, the game is definitely faster paced than Modern Warfare. I'll give it that. It's definitely not as much of a campy game. It's on the right track. It's got potential. Anyways, I've been rambling on long enough, so that's going to do it for the video today, guys. Let me know down in the comments, did you guys play Vanguard this weekend? If so, what did you think about it? Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you want to see more future content, and I will see y'all later. Peace out, everybody.